Okay, I guess we are live. Hello, everyone. This is Dani Cloutier, and we are the Bold Team. We get together here every Tuesday night and discuss some really important stuff. And so we're all online business owners, and I'm just going to let everybody introduce themselves. Like I said, I'm Dani Cloutier of DaniCloutier.com, and next to me is Michelle.
Hello, I am Michelle, network marketing business coach, and I am also a internet mogul in training from Jamie Donnelly. So I can't wait for this. Multiple streams of income is extremely important, and so I can't wait to learn how else we can make money.
Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. And of course, next to her is the original internet mogul, and that is Jamie. Mogul.
Okay, hold on. Listen, guys, I'm gonna have to change up this title if y'all are just gonna be butchering it left and right, because it's a mogul. A mogul. As in, I am. What does a mogul mean? No, I know what it means. It means I'm all over the place, mastering all different kinds of streams of income online. Okay? I'm a mogul. I've got it all. All right? Yeah? You like that? Not Mongol, not Mongoloid, although my brother called me that for a long time as a child. I am a mogul, and I'm excited about this because not only am I a mogul, but also I had blinders on for a long time. I thought only one thing, one company, one way, and it was a big mistake. Burn the hard way. So awesome topic, Dani.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think a lot of people just don't know what's out there. So this is going to be a lot of fun to show them. So Ellie, you're up next.
Hi, Ellie Walsh here. Yeah, that's the deal. If you're already in any kind of online business or MLM, network marketing business, they're probably telling you just to promote them. And there are some rules and regulations there, and so we'll hit on that. But the bottom line is you absolutely need multiple streams of income. In this economy especially, you probably always needed it, but it wasn't at your fingertips, because now it is with technology and the internet. It's at your fingertips. So this is a really important conversation. So I'm glad to be here and add to it.
Awesome. And last but not least, of course, is Carol.
Hi, I'm Carol Mikowski from upstate New York, also an online marketer. And for the last few years, I've had more than one stream of income coming in, and very glad that that's been so. But now I'm looking to expand more different streams, and I'm really eager to hear what everybody has to say in terms of input into this subject. So.
Great. Okay, so I'm just going to start. What I did in the last couple of days is I just listed as many different streams of income as I could come up with that I'm familiar with. Now, I'm absolutely sure that there's like thousands more that I know nothing about. So these are basically some really easy ideas to get started on the internet for somebody who doesn't have any money, because that's everybody's first complaint is I don't have money to start making money online. So they all want to do it for free. Well, generally speaking, you can start out a little bit for free, but your time is what you're going to be paying with, rather than being paid. Okay, I just lost my train of thought. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. So give me a second here. Okay, so what I'm going to say though is right from the start, every single stream of income that we're going to talk about has to have some work. You can't get something for nothing. It's just, that's not the way it works. So I'm going to be reading from my notes. You're going to see me look away from the camera. So I just wanted to put that out there, that there really is no magic easy button. And, some is some streams of income are a little bit of work and you got a little trickle of income coming in. But mostly, if you want to get a bigger trickle, if you want to replace your income, or if you want to at least match it, then you're going to have to lay some groundwork. And that does take some time. But, you know, there's a saying out there that I just saw, you know, some people complain about having to put in, you know, 2, 3, 5 years to have a really fantastic income that you can live off of residually without having to work really hard ever again after that, just by maintaining it. And then there's a flip side of the coin where the other ones think that 40 years is okay to work really hard and possibly have nothing when you're all done. So it all depends on where your thinking is on this. So, but if you're like most people, you know that one income isn't enough. It just isn't enough anymore. It used to be, but it's not. Every household has to have a couple of incomes coming in. And so that's why I think there's so many stay-at-home moms who want to stay at home, and they're staying at home because of what kind of technology and opportunities are available to us today. That never happened when I was raising my kids. If you wanted to start a business, you had to create one in a brick and mortar place, or you had to purchase one. And, you know, I went the route of purchasing an already started business. I was a hairstylist at one time, and I had that place for 5 years. But I really had to work hard. I was still trading my time for dollars. So let me get started with a few ideas. We're going to get right away from brick and mortar. This is all online. And all of it is fairly simple. But like I said, there's work to every single part of it. And so we're going to start with eBay and Amazon. They're the obvious starters on this list because a lot of people get started making money online with eBay. You know, I think everybody knows the routine. You go to the thrift stores, the Sally Ann or the Goodwill or whatever you happen to have in your country, your neighborhood, and you buy cheap stuff and you put it on the internet. You turn it over, you flip it, and you sell it for a little bit more. So it's pretty simple arbitrage, okay? And a lot of people started out that way on eBay and did really well with it, but there's still a really large amount of work. You are your own customer service department. You handle everything when you're on eBay. You have to, you know, you're picking the products, you're putting them up, you're marketing them on your eBay site. You're taking the orders. Well, eBay takes the orders for you, but you have to fulfill those orders. You have to handle any customer complaints about your orders because it's your products that you're putting out there. Even if it is, you know, used stuff from thrift stores, it's still you selling it. So you become your own shipper and customer service department. But, you know, there's other people who are on eBay and they're making a killing by incorporating Amazon into their eBay business. And this is, again, arbitrage, buy low, sell high. And the gist of it is, now I don't have a link to give you for any of these things. I'm going to put some links later on in the comments that are generic. There's no money to be made here. These are just links to information for you so you can check things out. Okay, so the gist of it is about the eBay and the Amazon thing is you sell the exact same item on eBay to someone, and as soon that you see on Amazon, okay, you've researched it, you see the price difference, you see you're going to make some money by selling it on eBay, and as soon as the order payment is received on eBay, you turn around and you purchase that exact same item cheaper on Amazon, and you have it sent directly to the customer using your Prime account, which is free shipping. So a lot of people are making a great killing doing that kind of work. That is, again, it's a lot of legwork. There's a lot of details involved in that. And I just know people that have done it, and that's not for me. There's too many details in that one for me. it just gets too complicated because, you know, I'm not working online full time yet, so I don't have that kind of time devotion, but maybe someday. So next one I listed here was selling your talents on Fiverr. Now, if anybody doesn't know what Fiverr is an online marketplace which started out as you could go for $5, you could hire somebody to write some copy for you, do some graphic artwork for you, maybe create your logo for you. There's so many different things. They will sing songs for you about your company. They'll create jingles. There's cartoonists. There's artists, there's photographers, there's so many different talents out there. Everybody has a talent probably that they could sell on Fiverr. And it doesn't sound like a lot, making $5 for what you probably consider, you know, worth more than $5. But with Fiverr, you start at $5 and you can add different gigs on. They call each job a gig. And so you can say, I will create your logo for you for $5. And then if you want to add another $5 on, I'll do it in 24 hours. If you want to add another $5 on, I'll give you the original files and blah, 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 and on like that. So you can do a lot of upselling with stuff like that. So, you know, if you're a photographer, maybe you're going to offer 3D imaging and stuff like that. There's so many things. So I really encourage you to hit up Fiverr.com, and that is spelled Fiverr.com, and just go and look and see what people will sell. It's a really interesting site to, you could get lost in it looking at all the different types of things that people will do for $5. So that's an interesting one, but you really can make a lot of money on there because there's people, I've read a lot of articles written by different people online who are really kicking it online financially, and some of them have gotten their start on Fiverr by, you know, building up an income that way, and others have made a name for themselves online elsewhere and come and started selling some of their gigs on Fiverr as well, just to expand, you know, their exposure. So that's Fiverr. Now this is another interesting one. This is number 3 now. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. This is Udemy, and I imagine it's sort of a twist on academy, so it's Udemy. So that's the way I see it anyways. And so if you have any sort of specialized knowledge, you can go to Udemy and create a course. They have like a guideline that you would go through, like I'm not sure exactly how it works, but they have like an outline that you could go by. You create a course on this specialized knowledge that you have, and they help sell it for you. You come to Udemy looking to learn stuff. And the funny thing about that is where did I, oh yeah, I'll tell you about that later on. Actually, I have that in my notes. I went and found something by mistake on Udemy later on after researching it, but it's really, you can reach and teach literally millions of students worldwide via the internet's largest online learning marketplace. That's what they have in their paragraph on their first page. Your course can be delivered on any device at any time using Udemy. So I thought that was kind of cool. So on the flip side of that, I was thinking about that too. If you really want to make, you know, I don't know how much money you can make on Udemy. That's something you'd have to research yourself, but it's a good way to go. But on the flip side of that, if you wanted to make probably a lot of money, you could invest in creating your own knowledge-based teaching product and market it yourself if you are so inclined. But again, you know, all of these things take some work. They do take some work. So you can earn good money when you create your own personal brand, which is something you are going to want to do if you get into affiliate marketing and or network marketing, which is what we'll discuss later on. So for now, what I'm showing you is what I've been calling like breakthrough incomes, because these are incomes that anybody could go if they really wanted to and start up, meaning that they're fairly easy to generate using whatever you have in front of you. These are kind of like start where you are kind of things. You work with what you've got already. Okay, so the next one on the list is now legitimate poll and survey sites. And I don't know why I put legitimate in there. I'm sure there's probably some scams out there, but this is maybe just a few. It is the internet. So I haven't done this before, but I know that there's some people who are getting paid well for completing surveys for large companies, because large companies, they want to know everything about their customers. So I have a link for a directory that I found, and it seems to be a really good list of actual real companies who are paying people to do surveys, complete surveys and polls, and so on. Now this next one, I never would have thought of this, and it's if you love to do research, and I know we all do. Everybody's shaking their head. But you know, there's those weird people out there who maybe do love doing research. You never know. They're just a little bit freaky to me. But you can get paid to conduct research for search engines. And this is something I didn't know about. I'd never heard about this before. I've got a link for that will take you to their frequently asked questions page. I thought that was really interesting. If you really love doing research, you might as well get paid for it, you know. So another one that I came up with was, well, I didn't come up with it, but you know, it's out there, is CPA marketing. Now, CPA marketing is really simple. You get paid when somebody clicks on your affiliate link and completes a specific action. Excuse me, it's water time. Okay, the action can be just about anything, but generally consists of filling out a form, getting an estimate or a quote, say for an insurance or something, signing up for a free trial, or buying something. So once a person completes the specific action that you have marketed out to them, then you get paid. So simple, right? So what I was going to say earlier about this Udemy site, this is kind of funny, but when I went back to Google to find a link I could place in here for you to learn about CPA marketing, I found a link to a Udemy site offering to teach CPA marketing for 24 bucks. And it's like regular 88 bucks. It was marked down. So I've got that link too. And I'm not sure if any of these, if you could be affiliates for any of these things either. So that's something further that you could check into. We'll talk about that in a few minutes too. Okay, so because you're so very smart, you probably could create and sell an ebook. I'm going to have to go full screen with my notes here for a second. So this one, as all of them, but this one maybe more so, takes some time and effort. Okay, and possibly even some of that specialized knowledge, but it can pay off in the end. So you're going to need to write something that's really going to give people a lot of value. And an ebook is one of the best ways to get your information out there. And so if it gives a lot of value, if you have a lot that you have to teach people, then you could put it out there on a place like ClickBank and have affiliates selling your ebook for you. You could also go as far as, excuse me, you could also go as far as bringing it to Amazon and getting it sold on Amazon as a Kindle edition. And a lot of people make a lot of money on that too, because you know, you get less of a cut but you get a lot more volume because you're on Amazon. So you know it's going to sell. They have millions and millions of readers. So creating and selling an ebook, this also falls into the area of you know, relationship marketing, which is what you're going to have to do if you're an affiliate or a network marketer. We'll get into that again, like I said, towards the end. So now here's on the tail of end of that ebook thing, you could also create a mini ebook that you could give away as a lead magnet so that you can build your list. So that's another thing that you want to be thinking about. There's two assets that you need to have online. One is your list of people who want to know what you're doing, what you're selling, what you're talking about. And the other is your website, your own domain, and preferably your own name. And these are the two assets that nobody can take away from you. It's not going to fall apart. It's not going to go away unless you let it go away. So it's, you know, it's all up to you. So creating a mini ebook of say 50 or 60 pages, it doesn't even have to be that long really, as a lead magnet on your website will help you build your list. Okay, so those two of course tie in together. So the other thing, the next thing that I've got on my list here is creating a buying site for your niche. And again, this is going to be something where you're going to have to create a lot of content at first to attract people and build your email list for that particular niche. And of course, you're going to have your little mini ebook on the side to help you build the list for your niche and get it all really specialized. And this site can be your own blog, or it can be a website built around your ebook or any other product that you want to. You can build one website around one product if you want to, you know. So anyways, either way, you need to learn how to monetize that. And so you can do that by getting back to one of us, because we all know how to do that. So you're going to be having to do some initial upfront work, no matter what it is. Some is going to take a little bit of work, but you're not going to get a big return. So it's just going to be maybe your bingo money or your or your drinking money extra every month, whatever it is that you choose to do. But if you really want to replace your income or match your income, then you're going to have to do some work, and the work is creating content and you know, building your list and so on. So I guess I got a couple of more things here, and then I'm just going to pass it over to the ladies. Another one is an easy business to get into, and that is designing and selling t-shirts and mugs to your super targeted niche audience. So if you do have a niche that you're really interested in that is pretty well targeted, pretty narrowed down, then you could likely design t-shirts and mugs that will appeal to them. If you really know your niche well, and you should, then you will have to, you'll be able to come up with all kinds of designs. See, now this is the kind of thing where you could go over to Fiverr and you could hire somebody for $5 to make you a couple of cool designs for t-shirts or mugs that you can sell to your niche, because they're really going to be digging it. And I know that Jamie knows a lot about that kind of stuff, because she's a Star Wars freak, that girl is. And she loves her Star Wars mugs and geeky stuff like that. So, you know, if you love something like that, and you know that there's people out there who also love those kind of little things, then you got yourself some dollar makers, you know. Okay, so what I wanted to mention there is the last thing I'm going to talk about before we talk about affiliate marketing, network marketing, is Shopify is a place where you can go to create your own store. If you wanted to do the t-shirt and mugs kind of thing, or anything at all, Shopify integrates really well with Facebook, and there's just a whole bunch of things that are really great about it, besides the fact that they're Canadian. I do like that. So anyways, That's a pretty good list, I think, to start with, and I'm sure that the ladies here are probably going to come up with even more. The other thing that that almost all of us all do, I think all of us all do actually, is there is affiliate marketing and network marketing. So the affiliate marketing part, you can be an affiliate for almost anything. You can be an affiliate for Walmart. You can be an affiliate for Amazon, Shopify, all kinds of different things. All the tools that you use to run your business all have affiliate programs, and they're almost always free to use. So, or free to become an affiliate rather, not free to use. So if you're recommending to people on your team what tools, they're asking you what tools you're using for your business, then you want to give them an affiliate link. So you might as well be making money as often as possible. And then the other thing that all of us are also into here is network marketing. And that is, you know, MLM, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different types of network marketing companies that you get into, from weight loss products to digital products to health and wellness. You name it, it's out there. Everybody's heard of, you know, Amway and all those other ones. And so that all kind of ties into the last part of what I was talking about per my notes there was relationship marketing. So the affiliate marketing, not so much, but sometimes, but the network marketing for sure. And the ebook writing and teaching and that, it is all relationship marketing. So with that, you have to be able to have content that people are going to see as valuable. So it all takes a lot of work, and the effort is definitely worth the payoff in the end. You know, I'd rather do this than, you know, work for 40 years and hopefully have some money left over in the end. So who's gonna talk?
All right. Well,
Oh, go ahead, Michelle.
okay. I was going to say, oh boy, Ellie's going to steal everything, and then I won't have anything to say because, you know, once Ellie goes, there's nothing else to say. So, so let me get mine out real quick. You know, and that's a big thing that a lot of leaders do is there is no leader that I could name that, you know, or whatever, that is not using at least 2 to 3 streams of income. And that, you know, that could be anything from doing their own network marketing company and putting out their own digital products at the same time, and also coaching. You know, that's 3 right there. That's 3 streams of income. And it's not difficult to do it all at once, especially if you got one big thing going on and then you add the other 2. It's not that time consuming. You get the one big thing going, you know what you're doing, you get it going, and then you just add the other stuff. All right. And so yeah, I mean, that's a huge list right there, Dani. It gives a lot of options. And so very, very important. You know, we if it wasn't for my network marketing business and my transcription business, when Mark lost his job, we would have been homeless. You know, so having multiple streams of income is extremely important, even if you've got a job, because that job's not guaranteed. You know, we thought his job was guaranteed. We thought it was in the bag. It was in a great industry that was always booming, even if the economy was going down, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't. So very, 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 very important. And hey, if the leaders are doing it, take a tip from the leaders. Thanks, Dani.
Oh, you only said a little bit, Michelle. Listen, you hit it right there, and right there when you said, you know, when Mark lost his job, if you didn't have this, and so many people lost jobs and didn't have that. They didn't have that. You know, again, when I was grow up, nobody talked about multiple streams of income. Every now and then you met somebody that was working their ass off because they were working 2 jobs. But it was a different economy. And this was not available, right? To come home and sit down at your computer. So I think a lot of people right now that are doing online business do have a job. You know, and then these are the different ways. So I just wanted to hit some stuff here. First of all, please do not do Amazon selling with your Prime account. That is what used to be taught. Okay. And that is what shut people down and got them in trouble. You cannot ship with your Prime account. So now these are great things, this arbitrage. Okay. I say you better go get some training to do it though, because you really do need to know what to do. So with Amazon, you can have a seller account. There's 2 different kinds. You can have a free one, you can have a paid one, and you can have an affiliate account. There's separate things. You know, I know people as an affiliate, all right, that have made and still make a lot of money. So that idea of you can't do that anymore isn't true. It comes down to your niche. Some of them selling TVs and vacuum cleaners. Okay, they're bigger ticket items. You know, look, please, you should all have an affiliate account if you have any kind of website or you ever recommend a book. Okay, I don't care if you only make, it's 4%. So of a $9.99 book, you ain't getting rich, right? But if that person goes, looks at that book from that link and doesn't even buy that book and then says, oh, damn, I meant to buy that TV for my mother, and they go over and buy that TV, it is connected to you because they came in on your affiliate link. So don't ever discount those. All right. And your percentages go up according to how much you've sold in the month. So I know people who have made a killing on Amazon just that way, just being an affiliate. Then there is that seller account. Don't use your Prime account. You're going to get shut down. They're going to throw you out of Prime and they're going to shut your account down. Unfortunately, they were teaching that a year or so ago, right? And a lot of people got in a lot of trouble. eBay. I did eBay for years. eBay was fairly new when we did eBay. And I did go to the thrift shops, buy the stuff, and resell it. It is a lot of work, okay? But, you know, I mean, we did really well on eBay. So, you know, another place, especially if you're doing thrift shop stuff, first of all, today you can buy, I mean, I've bought myself coats and all with tags on them in a thrift shop. All right, so you need to know where to go and then to turn around and sell that stuff. And you can sell it on Craigslist too. I'm going to say most areas. I don't know if Canada has Craigslist, but we have it here on all this, you know, and there's no fees. There's fees with eBay. There's fees with PayPal, you know, so you do have to have things in place. So, you know, and Dani just continually emphasizes, you've got to learn what you're doing. You know, nobody's saying, oh, this is magic. Just get on here and poof, you know, you make all this money. That's not what happened. And she talked about Shopify. You know, this JVZoo, ClickBank. Okay, ClickBank was a big one years ago. JVZoo is a pretty big one. That's digital stuff. You can be an affiliate. Affiliates can make a lot of money if you're zoning in. You need to know your target market. And I don't care what kind of business you're doing. You need to know your target market, unless you're selling toilet paper. And then everybody, I hope everybody, is your market, but everybody else is selling toilet paper. So I don't know how much money you're going to make. But, you know, and soap. You know, that's why Amway always did well, okay? Because everybody always used soap. That was their cry, you know, their saying of everybody always used soap. I mean, that's true. But, and all these other things, you know. So, I mean, if bottom line else, you're doing nothing else, all right? If you have interest, that's why Shopify is cool, because you're buying. That's an arbitrage also. You're buying low and you're bringing it over. That's what you're doing with Amazon. That's what you're doing with, you can do that with eBay, you know, or you can do the physical stuff with eBay. It's about getting on here and doing some research. Are there courses? Of course there are. There's a gazillion of them. Which is the best one? Who knows? You know, you got to get on and you got to ask people. You know, you got to find out what's going on. I know even for us, the systems, I used to sell web hosting. All right, I was considered a reseller of hosting because I used to create websites. You know, so I bought this much space that would take, you know, and then I sold packages. I don't do that anymore. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of work. But I had clients already. So because I had clients that I was working with, it worked out perfect. Because now I had this monthly income coming, and as I was working with them, so it was a perfect thing to, as you get on and you start to find out, I don't know, if you even have an Etsy store, if you're crafty, go get an Etsy store, right? Sell your stuff on Etsy. And then I hope everybody that sells on Etsy, unless they're making a gazillion dollars making their stuff, or to also do a PDF, an ebook on how to make something, because those freaking sell. All right. And you then get an affiliate link for, I don't know, you use them little sticks, craft sticks. You can buy them in Walmart. You put your affiliate link, okay, from Walmart. So all these little trickles, you know what? If you got a bunch of little trickles, all right, they fill a bucket. So that's the way you want to look at, where am I starting out? Some of you already have an online business. If you have an autoresponder, you better have an affiliate link for an autoresponder. Okay? You know, if you have a website, you better have an affiliate link for a website. We all use a system here that is set up, and I promise you, we all have links for it. It just makes sense. Ours happens to be the best. I know you'll think I'm biased, but the community and all comes with this. So there's a tremendous amount of oomph within that. I'm going to be quiet now. This is great. This is about educating yourself. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Dani.
Yeah, can I just add too that there is somebody in our community who is very successful. And I did hear her at one time, I don't remember the exact number, but it was in the high 30s. That's how many affiliate checks she gets, because she has that many different things that she's always promoted, and they all add up. She gets checks in the mail just about every day of the month. Who wants that?
I just wanted to jump in here and take a look at this from a little different perspective. I don't know whether you call it an overview or front end or back end or whatever, but I'm looking at people who are like in that 45, maybe 55 age range, can spread it a little bit or constrict it a little bit, whichever. And there's a couple of things that I know folks in that age range think about. One of them, of course, was losing a job, which we already spoke about. And in addition to Michelle's husband, yeah, I know somebody else whose husband worked for the airlines and had a pension and what have you, and you know, was about to retire, and boom, they let him go and took away a good bunch of his pension. He gets just a small percentage of it now. But in addition to that, a lot of folks in that age range have been working for, I mean, think of it, if they're 45, 55, been working for 20, 30 years for somebody else. It works. It's provided them with security up to that point so far. And, you know, they can count on a paycheck coming in, and they know what their level of living is and what they can do with it, and et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, they've got a nice little system going there. However, as time goes on, in a lot of areas, especially in suburban areas, traffic has gotten horrendous. And if you're in the north or northeast, any part north, you've got the terrific weather conditions to deal with in the winter. So if you're commuting, you know that you could spend hours on the road, and at times you literally take your life in your hands. And I'm not fooling about that; it's true. So you reach a point where you get a little sick and tired of that, and you start thinking, Jesus, is this all worth it? And then, you know, you get to that age, and you find that you have to ask a 25 or 30-year-old who's maybe your boss and say, you know, can I have a week off? And they say, no, you can't, but you may take 3 baby steps, you know? So, you know, it's not exactly the way you anticipated spending your middle years. And you might start thinking about doing something else. So again, I'm not advocating that you hand in your resignation papers tomorrow morning, but there are options. And Dani certainly outlined a gazillion of them there. Very, very nicely done. So, because sometimes we think, well, that's it, I'm stuck. I'm here till I retire. Which brings up the next point, and that is a lot of people in that same age range, maybe even a little bit farther along, ask themselves, you know, damn, am I going to be able to retire? You know, again, the economy changed, our family styles of living have changed. Older kids are still living at home. Putting kids through college, helping them get through college is not $5,000 and $6,000 a year anymore. It's $30,000 to $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Weddings, I mean, for God's sakes, if you got a couple of daughters, you know, what they can run into the tens of thousands of dollars. So a lot of people have had to remortgage their houses and et cetera. And they're thinking, you know, yeah, I've got my Social Security coming, and if you're lucky, you might be with a company or an agency where you will have some kind of a pension, but you add those two together, and that ain't going to cut it. You still need something else. So you think, well, damn, am I, you know, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to continue to work? Am I going to have to, you know, work part-time, full-time? What am I going to do? So again, there are alternatives. And these can be started now. You know, don't wait until the time comes. Start them now, because as Dani said, it, you know, it takes a little while. There's a learning curve, it takes a little while. And plus you do have this income coming in. So whatever it's going to cost you for an initial investment to get started, you'll be able to cover it. And then as your business builds, you know, then you can start making alternate decisions as to, you know, what you want to do and where you want to go. So I just wanted to put that out there in case people had thought along those lines.
Those are really good points. Really good points, Carol, because there's a lot of us that are heading in that direction, and just, you know, retirement income just isn't going to cut it. So you've got to have something else coming in. And the other point I like that you made was about, you know, starting now, because it does take time to build up. And eventually, you know, you're going to change your mind. Your mindset is going to change, and it's going to be, you're not going to be working for a living and making a little bit of money on the side. You're going to be thinking, okay, now my job is funding my business, because my business is what's going to take over. And that's a fun place to be, because you have more to look forward to when it's yours, instead of just working for somebody else. You know, even if it's a great job that you love, you know, we've all had those. We've all had jobs that we've hated too. So, you know, it works both ways. But are you jumping in here, Jamie?
Well, why not? I mean, let me just take a sip here real fast. I'm not saying I'm awesome. It just happened to be the mug I chose today. Oh, Ellie with the rival mug. I love it. Yeah. So I do have a couple different ways that I generate income online. I know. Is that why you asked me for my site the other day? You were checking it out? Yeah. For research.
No, I was researching. That's
I will
right.
drop that link here, but I should have used the other mug, is all I'll say. But it's an e-commerce store. You know, I felt like putting it together was tough. And keeping up social media on it is tough. But that's the hardest part. Once you have it together, it's kind of doing its thing, you know? And so that's like, yeah, there's a nice little trickle there. And there's a trickle from being an affiliate. There's a trickle from doing coaching and direct sales and whatever else we do. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, those, if one thing goes kaput, so I started online with a system that some of us here have used, and the compensation plan went like the plane has crashed into the freaking mountain. Okay, and if you've ever seen The Big Lebowski, but I had stopped working. I was the sole income for our family. We moved. I decided I was going to stay home and work this business full time. And the plane crashed into the freaking mountain. And I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? You know? And then lesson learned, because they actually sort of promoted that you should kind of keep those blinders on and just work one thing, focus on one thing, just do this one thing. You're like a trader if you go off somewhere else. Guys, don't listen to any company who tells you not to continue to generate multiple streams of income online. It's not their place to do. They are not your bosses. You are the boss, okay? That was my mistake. I learned. I had no idea. I thought I was being a dutiful, loyal member. And you know what? I could be a loyal member of many things, as many things as I damn well please. And so, yeah, you know, it's amazing that when I was first getting into the workplace, I wish I could have worked from home because I never wanted to leave my house. And I wanted to live in the middle of nowhere and travel and be able to work from a computer. I mean, really, I was just getting into computers by 20, 21 years old. It wasn't like, you know, I grew up with a computer, but now, like, yeah, you actually can work from home. And that's a pretty cool thing. And there are so many ways that people today don't even know that they can do the things that you talked about. They don't even know. Like sell something on Amazon from eBay or eBay to Amazon. Like, what? It's like genius. I heard that for the first time last year and I was like, who thought of such a thing? This is brilliant. And I've been doing this thing online. And I just thought, this is amazing. It's great what people can do with Facebook advertising and internet, you know, AdWords and blogs, and they're like your own websites. It's amazing what you can do. There are options and opportunities galore online. And it's just, I don't know. I think that this is you put some great resources. I saw them in the comments before. You're never going to be stuck. But what I heard something the other day. I wrote it down. Too bad I can't find it right in front of me. But I think it was free plus free equals broke. I think it was like somebody said it. They said if you have a somebody's giving something away for free, and the business is free plus free equals broke. Like you're not going to make money if someone's saying you could start this business for free today. You know, it just doesn't. It's not for real. You have to invest in it. It might not be thousands and thousands of dollars, but you do have to invest time, money, some energy, resource, but the opportunity online is amazing. It's crazy. If you don't have, then Amazon, Christmas is coming. Go get yourself an Amazon Link, give it to a family member who shops online. That's it. And tell them every time you go into Amazon, click that link first and then go Christmas shopping. You have to send it to them every day, right? That's brilliant, right?
That's perfect. It's so easy.
Free. That's all you get for free. This is free. This hangout, that piece of information free. Everything else, you find me. That's how I become a mogul. Okay?
That's perfect, Jamie. Wrap it up. So there you have it. There's
Wait.
definitely,
We don't
yeah.
have it all.
What did we miss?
Well, there are some MLMs that do not let you do another MLM.
Absolutely.
Okay? So you got to read the fine print. That doesn't mean you can't be an affiliate. It means you can't do another MLM. Now, in essence, there's probably, if you're brandy new, okay, you probably should. And I know that there's ones you can, and I know people who do multiple ones, all right? But they're very experienced. You first build that one, if that's what you're doing, MLM, and you do need to find out, you know, but you can be an affiliate for autoresponders, tools, Amazon books, send all your family your links so they can all do their Christmas shopping. That's the truth. And here's the deal. If you're sitting here and you haven't really done anything online, you're still like trying to figure that out. This idea, like, and Jamie said it perfectly, free plus free equals broke. It's really simple. Okay, so this fantasy, copy and paste, look at, we've all been around, okay? We all wished that was true, okay? It ain't. Copy and paste, I'm gonna make 10 grand next week. No, it ain't happening, okay? So forget that. You absolutely have to learn. It's not rocket science. There's things to learn, there's skills to learn, there's tools to utilize. If you're not sure what you want to do, if you're not sure on how to do it, get with the person who invited you here. Because all these people sitting down here in that little panel are experts in this. All right, we all know, utilize, understand, and teach online marketing. So you want to get back to the person who invited you here. Even if you're just saying, I have a question, I want to know something about, you know, Amazon, I want to know something about this. I didn't have this when I started out in affiliate marketing, okay? It wasn't around. There weren't people to talk to. There wasn't as much online either. But we do these hangouts here for your benefit, and we're here. Message the person. Okay, I got a question. Will you answer me? None of the people sitting here are going to say, no, I ain't answering you. Of course we'll answer you to the best of our ability. So look at all these options. Don't be in that scenario like Carol is saying, you know, oh my God, how am I going to make it? You know, you start looking ahead. Dani's talking about it. Or Michelle sat in saying, thank God we had something else. Don't wait till the plane crashes. Okay, we were all in that business. we were making money Monday, and Tuesday we stopped making money. I was like, what the hell happened? So anyways, it's interesting. So, get with the people. Open your mind. I hope this expands what you can. There's so much you can do. I'm so grateful that Dani said she was going to bring this topic out. Because it's really, really worthwhile. So pursue it. Don't stop here. Pursue it. Get with the person who invited you here. Ask them questions. All right. Thank you.
Excellent. And Ellie, are we still on the same topic that you talked about for next week?
They'll have to pay attention to find out the topic.
Okay, so you're going to have to all tune in next week, because we're going to tie this all up next week.
Yeah, we are
you
gonna
can
tie it
ask
up.
us all the questions that you want to all week long, and then come on back next Tuesday, and we're going to give you a solution to help you really start. If you're really interested in starting online, we're going to show you a solution that works across the board.
Right.
Okay, and it's a solution that we all use. So before I say anything more about that, all I want to do right now is thank everybody. Everybody had some really great ideas. If you want to make money online, there's so many different ways, way more than what we talked about tonight. If you, like Ellie said, just get back to whoever invited you here. If you have questions, we're all open to answering questions. And I mean, I had to stop writing that list. That list could have gone on and on and on. Honestly, I had to go, okay, wait a minute. I've only got an hour. I gotta go. So we're gonna go. Thanks for joining us tonight. This has been the Bold Team Hangout. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great night.